Hello, I'm Francesca Barnett. For many years I suffered with intense chronic bladder pain which the doctors could not identify. Eventually, a consultant diagnosed me with a little-known condition called Interstitial Cystitis. Unfortunately, there is no cure for the condition and very little the doctors could suggest by way of treatment. For the next 6 years I was left with no real pain management, living around the clock on prescription painkillers and hot water bottles, which still only marginally reduced the symptoms. After years, it became so unbearable that my mental state was nearly at the point of no return. By chance, I happened across a new urologist who had trained in the United States. Thankfully, in the US, this condition does not go underdiagnosed and began to point me in the right direction. He suggested the use of alternative therapies to help with the pain and look at acupuncture. I had no idea what acupuncture was about, but as I was very much at breaking point, I booked an appointment with the local acupuncture clinic the following day. I came out in tears, her patient manner was shocking, and after an hour of pain, I came out feeling even worse than I did before. Thankfully, my husband didn't give up on the acupuncture, and that afternoon came across Scott. I had no idea who he was, but my husband had a good feeling about him, and despite my fear of having a nightmare treatment again, I saw him the following morning. I discussed my condition with Scott, and he immediately made me feel comfortable, completely comfortable, and assured me that he could help. It wasn't something he had come across as yet, but his confidence gave me hope. The first treatment was not painful. It knocked me for 6, but I was sure whether it was working or not, but saw him twice more over the next week. After my 3rd session, I began to notice that the pain had reduced slightly. I continued my treatment, and with Scott's help, I have had the best few months of the last 7 years. I have had days and even weeks without any pain whatsoever, and for the first time in so long, I've not had to take painkillers. I can now enjoy life with my children thanks to Scott. I cannot recommend him highly enough. In fact, he's now seeing nearly everyone in my family and most of my friends. Thank you so much, Scott. You've changed my life.